Rad Lad Games is a store in Mahomet that hosts events for various trading card games, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. So here today to tell us about their large selection of products and give us a taste of D&D are Eric and Andy. Welcome to ciLiving. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
All right, so if you are unfamiliar with Dungeons and Dragons, what is it?
So D&D, especially nowadays, has become much bigger than it's ever been. I mean, a lot of people, they hear D&D and immediately have some sort of memory when they first heard about it. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, but D&D itself is a role-playing game, so where individuals are playing as characters other than themselves to kind of get a release from reality, which I think is probably something that's nice for a lot of folks, especially people as they get older, need something to do with friends, and also involves dice, which we're going to get into and show a little bit of here too. But it's a really fun way of getting together and having adventures and things like that with your friends. So. And
I feel like it's become more and more mainstream because of TV shows like Stranger Things and stuff like that. So you sort of are seeing it more and more. And the books are beautiful. They're kind of standalone, gorgeous. This ultimately is the manual for the Dungeon Master, but then it will also tell you what you get when you move up in ranks and spells and what different classes and things like that. And then they also now have a great D&D starter set. So what is included in this?
So this will have, it's a short adventure that's super low levels, like 1 to 5. Very much more straightforward games. It'll have a set of dice. It'll have like a miniature rule book. Basically anything you would need to actually play the game. These are also super cheap, which is the reason that I always recommend them to people. Like, listen, if you want to try it out, see if it's for you first. Don't go buy 5 books and then find out afterwards that it's not for you.
Right.
Starter set's a really good way to start out without getting too deep in. So.
And Eric, can you talk a little bit about the dice for me?
Absolutely. I think one of the coolest parts about playing D&D is the dice. I think for a lot of people who are first being introduced to D&D, they discover that there are more dice than just a 6-sided one.
Right.
So that's pretty awesome. And then they make all kinds of dice that can suit the flavor of your character or different things that you're into. And they even have mystery dice packs, which are pretty cool, where you can. It's kind of like opening packs of cards. You never know what's going to be inside, and you can win all kinds of different things that they show your possibilities of. And it's just a really neat extra layer to this game.
Right. So I see you have one here. Can I open it and see what's inside?
3, and that is exactly why we got them, was so that all of us could open those up to show them.
This is so much fun. I feel like it's turned into an unboxing video.
I know, right? These are called Serax Treasure Packs. It's a series of different packs released by Dungeons and Dragons and Serious Dice, and they are so cool. You get different kinds of dice, different rarities, ones that are harder to get, and everything like that.
Okay.
And then you also get a really cool dice bag and a coin that can also be used for your D&D game as well.
And this is sort of the and for D&D, so I recognize that right away. There's something here that you can scan to see what other sets you get. And then inside, oh my goodness, all the dice are different. So that's the set of dice. And then, oh, how cool. There's a coin in here. And it has the and again on the back, and mine says sorcery points. So how is this incorporated in the game if I just earned extra sorcery points?
Sure, so there's different characters. So sorcerers, for example, have an ability called sorcery points. So honestly, a lot of the times, especially when it's a game that's using completely imagination, it's nice to have some different things to represent things. And so if you're a sorcerer and you have that, and you can easily document like how many sorcery points you have, or put that with a dice next to it to show how much, it really helps with keeping track of things, and also just kind of making it your own as far as the game's concerned.
So that was my dice. Can I see? So,
honestly,
so you got a pink bag.
I feel like I won automatically because I got the coolest bag.
Right, and then you have purple dice.
Yes,
wow,
and I got
Shadow
Touch.
Oh, and you got a Shadow Touch, which has an owl on it, and the D&D and on the back. And let's see yours. You got gold.
So, let's see. Ooh, okay.
Okay, what is this? Oh, it's a bard.
Yeah, so we got a bard one, and then I got, let's see.
Oh, you got blue.
Some nice multicolored ones.
See, to me, you won because I'm a big fan of the blue. That's great.
I'll be happy to trade you if you need to afterwards.
Right? And that's the fun of this. And I think a lot of what you do, because you have other games at your store as well, right? You have a lot of trading card games. So can you just talk quickly about the store before we wrap up?
Sure. Yeah. So as far as the store is concerned, so We have events every night of the week except Monday because we're closed. But we're on downtown Mahomet, which just had a nice renovation. Really great job they did of just making it look way more, hometown and friendly and everything. And so we have various trading card games. We try and keep those extremely stocked because people are very, very into their trading card games. Of course, we always have a good selection of board games, different role-playing games as well. And then miniature games, so kind of like little war games and stuff that people play. So it's just a whole really cool thing, and it's honestly so worth just showing up just to do a quick walkthrough.
Right.
Because that's the coolest thing about going to game stores is seeing the things that you didn't even realize existed. So.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for being here and for sharing all of this with us. This was a lot of fun. Right there, I see your hours of operation on the screen. And if you want more information, you can visit us on the web after the show at ciLiving.tv.